Hello, my name is Regina Miller, and this is May 2024, and I'm doing sessions about the beautiful women in my life. This is part two of talking about my mother. Yesterday, I talked about, the siblings, how, they went kind of viral on YouTube and Facebook, how when you have siblings that are not involved with the caretaking of your parents, and then it's that one child who does it all, or that one child who carries the weight. I'm here to tell you today that don't judge. And that's what I said yesterday. And so I got a lot of inboxing last night, okay? The inboxing was basically saying it's hard not to judge. It's hard to not be mad at my siblings. It's hard not to fight with my siblings when we share the same parents. And why, they don't want to help. If I can help, why they can't help. I'm just giving y'all light and love on what happened with me. Every story that I put out, it happened to me. And for me, I didn't judge my siblings because I let God be the judge. My dad died of cancer, and my mom was pretty much taking care of him. I was younger. I'm always younger than my siblings. That seemed to go pretty well, that I can remember. Everybody took care of Dad. My dad was the king of the castle. He was the king of the family. He was the king of the uncles. He was king of everything. So everybody just joined in arms to take care of my dad. I mean, people was coming in with all kind of stuff to take care of my dad. So I saw everyone participating when it came to my dad. When it came to my mom, it wasn't that way. And I don't know why. I don't know why. My mom was just as fabulous as my father. She was just as amazing as my father. She gave her last. People would be sick. I've seen my mom cook dinners after dinners after dinners for sick people. And when she was sick, she didn't get that. I seen her, give out of financial to people. When she was sick and needed a light bill paid or laid on something, she didn't get that. I just seen so much. And so I have a lot to say, but, who is to say it to? I turned it over to the Lord. And that's what I'm trying to tell you all, for a peace of mind and a peace of just having peace. Because here's the thing. We are caring for our mothers and fathers who are sick, but we have families also. We have children. You all have children. You're caretaking your own house. So what I'm saying is, don't drain yourself to the point where you losing you. My mother didn't want me to drain myself for taking care of her. That my mother wasn't that type of woman. She didn't even want to have to be in a situation where she needed help from anybody. And that's why I really, really stepped in, because she was that lady that she was very independent. Very independent. I mean, very independent, okay? So to where her last career was a nurse in a nursing home to take care of someone else. I saw my mom after 2 retirements still want to go to work, and I couldn't understand it. So she was like, I want to care for people, I seen my mom move from New York City to Sumter, South Carolina, and she said she just wanted to care for her grandmother who was in her 90s. That was her thing. She would go over my grandmother's house every day and cook and clean and whatever she needed to do for her grandmother. So she was just a caretaker and in her heart. And so before she left us, she was taking care of other people. So I know how she would have wanted to be cared for. You understand? And I didn't care what my sisters or my brother felt or what they were doing. All I know is I seen my mother care for people. So I was going to make sure in my will to do that I would do what I could do. I didn't sit around worrying about what my sister's doing, what my brother's doing, because that would have drove me nuts. And that would have took time away from taking care of my mom. So I'm just trying to put light into someone else that is going through these things, because it's a lot going on out here. And I just want to bring light and joy in the most possible way that I can in this Mother's Day season, because I know a lot of us, we're dealing with sick mothers, we're dealing with mothers who are deceased, we're dealing with mothers who are here who, and it's Mother Month. And I just want to give some love and light on someone who's caring for their mother or going through these realistic things. These are relatable, realistic topics. Okay. My mom was so phenomenal. There's nothing that she would not have done for me and my children. There's nothing. I can't think of nothing. And the one time that my mother told me no, she told me no so that I can learn from it. Because she knew one day that I wouldn't be here to ask her. So her thing was, I'm going to stop you from needing things. Because one day you're not going to have me to come to get a thing. So what's going to happen? And I'm telling y'all, the lessons I learned from my mother was so touching and real. When my mother told me no, I was so mad at her because I knew she could help me. And that day I didn't understand why my mother told me no. Here my mother was buying my brother brand new Camaro cars, brand new Tahoe trucks. And she told me no. And I couldn't understand that. And so later on she told me why. And you know what? In my heart I said, if I can't get it from my mother, who can I get it from? Nobody. So I got on my grind harder and made sure that I never had to ask anybody for anything. Because if I didn't have my mother to get it from, my father was already deceased, who was I going to get it from? Somebody who's going to tell my business, somebody who's going to talk my business, somebody who's going to tell everybody, oh, Jeannie got this from me, oh, Jeannie borrowed this from me. Oh, no, 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 the devil is a liar. All people do is run their mouth. Don't know how to keep their mouth closed. When you go to somebody for help and they not helping you, and I mean help you mean I'm going to help you and this is between me and you. If you don't have nobody like that, honey, you will get a wake-up call and you will learn. So I learned. And my mother taught me. She taught me that. Her telling me no later in life, she was preparing me for her not being here. And I thank my mother for every single life lesson that she gave me, because it has made me the phenomenal woman that I am today. I am that woman that she is so proud of, that she always knew that I could be. Sometimes loss is gain. I'm not going to hold you. Part 3 coming tomorrow. But honey, love and listen and learn from the elders. They know what they talking about.